Inclusion and diversity is so important to me because I know when there's a culture of trust where people from different perspectives feel empowered to share their ideas, that's when innovation happens. WSP is currently working with the joint venture of Lane Construction Corporation and Blythe Construction as the lead designer for the NC-540 design-build project. The owner is the North Carolina Turnpike Authority. With a construction value of over $400 million, this is one of the largest alternative delivery projects in North Carolina. I am so proud of WSP's leadership role in the delivery of a vital transportation system to meet the needs of the citizens of North Carolina. I am also proud of the inclusive culture and the diversity of this talented team.
The projects currently under construction include roughly $70 million in dedicated work opportunities for disadvantaged business enterprise construction companies. And on one of these projects, a disadvantaged business enterprise firm serves as the prime contractor for an unprecedented approach of combining services such as right-of-way acquisition, asbestos abatement, and building demolition all into one contract. I strongly believe that any successful community project has a large variety of needs that can only be met through diversity. The team assembled by WSP is clearly consistent with this philosophy and the notion of strength and success through diversity.
So how we maximized our diversity on our NC-540 project was through collaboration and communication. Those two go hand in hand.
What we've been doing is having virtual happy hour, playing virtual games, and I found that that's a great way to get to learn about each other. Everybody's technically working from home right now, so you get to find out about their new coworkers. You got people that's working with their kids, or you have people that's working with their pets, spouses. One of the ways to get people engaged and included is to just cut up and have fun, whatever way that can be. Serving in a leadership role on a project this size is something that I never thought a person from Princeville, North Carolina would be able to do. But I'm so grateful to be able to have this opportunity to work on something that's going to be so special to this area.
It was exciting to draw on 2 decades of experience with WSP and contribute to such a successful project. Teamwork and collaboration were critical factors of this project's success.
As an engineer, I love seeing our ideas and designs come to life once constructed. And in this case, I look forward to driving through the corridor and know I was part of a leadership team that collaborated to execute on a project of this size.
It's been a joy to work on a project this large and not feel limited due to my gender. It is so important to see women in leadership roles in a male-dominated field. It gives me that extra push to try harder, be better, and strive for higher goals than I ever thought possible.
It makes me hopeful to see companies embracing diversity, inclusion, and equality to invoke meaningful social change. By the time my daughter enters the workforce, I am confident that industries that currently lack diversity will be fewer than they are today.
I'm kind of honored that I was selected to be the structure lead. I just happened to be at the right spot at the right time.
Out of college, I was the only female engineer. In my mind, I felt I needed to work harder to prove to my coworkers that I could be successful in my job. However, it didn't take long for me to see that my coworkers accepted me and enjoyed having me as part of the team.
The inclusion and diversity at WSP, and specifically within the complete 540 team, has only encouraged me to be the best version of myself by continuing to speak out for myself and others and to never stop listening and learning.
But she saw something in me, I don't know what that was, but she saw it in me, and it has been a very meaningful experience for me. As I've tried to make sure that I don't necessarily pick the people that may be the most obvious choice, not because they shouldn't have that opportunity, but because there are so many other choices that, just given the experience, just given the opportunity like I did, would make so much of it.
We all need to be part of that solution, and personally, I vow never to pass on a resume simply because I can't pronounce the name. We need to be aware of the stereotypes that we cling to and consciously discard them. Here are a few of stereotypes about myself that I'd like to dispel.
And the success of the job the success of the project is because of the quality of the teams that we had doing the work.
I'm definitely honored to be a part of the team. From lessons learned within project meetings where tough situations were handled, to the complex relationships between the client, contractor, and prime, to problem solving of a job this size has really been the biggest and most rewarding part of the project.
I have not had the opportunity to lead many tasks on projects in the past few years, so when the opportunity for the hydraulics and erosion control lead came up and I was asked to step in, I was more than glad to take on this responsibility and prove my capabilities. Sometimes being here on a work visa can get a little complicated and there are chances of not being treated fairly. So this opportunity means a lot to me. It is extremely rewarding to have your hard work and skills finally recognized.